Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the dark side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. And welcome to the good stuff then. This is Spray Paint Simulator, developed by North Star, published by Whitethorn Games, and is available for £12.49/$14.99, but it is available on Xbox Game Pass, so, you know, you get the Game Pass, you get the goods. Now, this is like Power Wash Simulator. The simulator part is the same, but we got a spray paint instead of Power Wash. So, still fun, still relaxing, still chill. And there's a whole bunch of miscellaneous achievements. Nowhere near as many as Power Wash Simulator, but still a few that we've got to get through in 6 long old levels. And I'm going to go through every achievement with you quickly. There's no point me doing a full 7-8 hour guide, because you know, you just got to spray stuff. But I'm going to tell you where and when we're going to get all the achievements. So, first things first, we're going to go straight down to free spray. We're going to just click uniform, the only one that we can. And we will get, ta-da, free spray. There we go. Achievement numero uno. And that guy, he's going to turn up in a mannequin game. One of those mannequin zombie games sooner or later, isn't he? Condemned. If anyone's played Condemned, yes, you'll know exactly what I mean by that game and those mannequins. Scary-ass pieces of crap. Anyway, let us crack on with Korea. Thank you, Vincenzo, who seems to have grown up from the recess days. If you know, you know. Now, there's a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff that we're going to grab. We've got to find 3 letters, 1 secret, which is a letter. So, yeah, that pulls it down. But effectively, what you need to do before we begin, press the select button, go to preparation, buy a large roll. So basically, before every single job, we need to mask everything so as to not get paint everywhere. It makes sense, just like in real life, huh? So you need to buy some rolls, large or small, does not matter. You generally have enough money throughout the game anyway. So you'll need to pick up the paper, and you will also need tape. So go press select again, preparation. Go over to, again, you can get a single roll or a multi-pack of tape. Again, it does not matter. As I said, you'll have more than enough money anyway. But once you pick up the tape, and there we go. Now, you can go ahead and you can buy your spray paint if you want. Again, you press select, go into equipment, and just press the only spray painter that you have available. Otherwise, once you've done that, as you can see, I just bought mine, or I've already bought mine. But what you need to do before you can actually begin spray painting, you'll need to go ahead, mask everything, click in the right stick to see what you need. It'll flash up with what's missing or anything like that, what you need to mask up, and spray paint eventually as well. But once you have masked everything up, all 26, press select, go into paint. Now it'll tell you which one that you need, Tangerine Torque. Because again, nothing is as easy as blue, pink, orange, white. You've got to have it with these layers of crap. Pop it off. Let's go get some achievements now. So press the A button. You should have a full battery with this anyway, but you need to press the A button next to the paint there to fill it up. And then you can press the right trigger once to start spraying. The first thing we're going to do here is spray the flowers to the right of us. And that is going to get us our second achievement, right? Meow, flower power. But yes, so you can either press the right trigger once and it'll continue to do it automatically, or if you just hold it, yeah, either way, you're all good. So spray the flowers here on the right. You can press the right bumper and left bumper. You've got 3 different little nozzles, as it were. There we go. So from the flowers, directly to your right, up these little steps, is the first letter. So press the A button. Again, my English is fantastic this morning. And then from here, go directly across the street, past the house, in between the garage, squeeze yourself in, breathe, go around the back, and just underneath this door here is another letter. I can't get you out of my thoughts. I feel vulnerable and stupid all at the same time. Obviously, if you want to read the letter, that's fine. That was an excerpt from that letter. So, straight across to the, well, basically the same house that we started at, the greenhouse. If we go around the back, where we got the flower power achievement, around the back, move the mat in order to get the third letter and the first secret out of 3 in order to get us the secrets achievement. There we go. Okay, so from this house, again, head back onto the main street. Take a slight right and head towards this bluey looking house. Bluey! Yep, up here, and then spray paint the ball. That is going to get us the At the Beach achievement. So, yeah, we're popping these pretty thick and fast. Right, so now head back towards the greenhouse, the starting area with the Tangerine Torque car. Now, there are 2 stacks of cash. There are 4 throughout the game, 2 in this level, 2 on the bridge level. Now, I think what the point of this was, you'd have to play the game, but we're going to basically go ahead and grab the step ladder, which should be available right now for us. Now, I think what we're supposed to do is do a couple of levels until more equipment unlocks, and then we would come back, and then with a taller ladder or scaffolding or whatever, and then come back and grab it. But we can go ahead, grab the step ladder, climb up onto this little staircase right here, jump up onto the roof. So you need to get onto the actual banister there to in order to jump up. Crouch down by pressing the left stick, I believe. Or the B button, sorry, I forget which one for some reason. And then we can move it and put the stepladder onto the roof directly in front of us. Then we can jump over. Here is the first stack of cash. Who the hell is leaving cash on the roof? I would be fuming. Unless I found that stack of cash myself. Then I wouldn't be fuming. Pop the ladder up. And then that should give us just enough oomph in order for us to get up. And on the right here, find our second stack of cash. Who keeps leaving my money about? Damn it! Children. Anyway, there we go. So that is that for all the miscellaneous stuff in this level. We don't really need the step ladder at all. So what we could do is just head back here. Oh, in fact, I tell a lie. We're actually going to press the select button. We're going to go to store. We're going to go to avatar. And all we need to do is basically just press the A button on every single item. So that's all of the hoodies, the joggers, the masks, the gloves, the socks, and the shoes as well. So you just need to click on each item once, and then that should get us the Snappy Dresser achievement. Wow. What the hell am I on about? Nobody roars anymore. This isn't the early 2000s emo scene, is it? On MySpace, Roar XD. Now, for whatever particular reason, the achievement for me didn't unlock here, but a simple, quick reboot of the game, so completely quitting out to the Xbox menu and coming back in, sorted that out. Lovely. So, you know, if an achievement doesn't unlock, just completely quit out to the Xbox dashboard, come back in. Right, once you have spray painted this car nice and orange, you ain't going to miss that in a car park, or a parking lot, in a mall parking lot. There you go. So after you do that, you will get the really good achievement for completing the first level. So you'll go ahead and do the second level, which is basically somebody's kitchen. Doesn't matter. You could just crack on. And then you'll end up on this third level here, the bus level. So once you have masked the bus completely and done everything that you can, go ahead, buy your spray painter, buy your paint, specific one that you need. And then you can see a bunch of cones here on the right-hand side. So we're going to spray them all down because, for one, why wouldn't you want to spray paint cones and knock them all over? It's just in our nature to want to do things. And then there's a couple of more here just over on the right. There we go. So once that achievement unlocks, that's all good. Plus, while we're in this area, there is a letter directly in front of us on one of these barrels. Do a barrel roll. So pick up that letter. Dear Doris... From Doris and Boris Johnson. Ugh, worst times for the UK. Right, so once you've read that letter, go ahead and continue to spray paint the bus. Now, this is the first level where you have to do multi-layers on a bus, i.e. you have to do different colours. So you'll mask, spray paint these specific parts, unmask, and then mask different parts, and then spray paint it a different colour, etc., etc. But anyway, once you have done that, you'll get the professional achievement for completing the bus level and doing the 3 different types of colours. Right, so once we have done all this, again, that took... I mean, you could do this... You could do them quicker. Generally, I've done it in 50 minutes. I just really took my time. You could do it quicker, because you're probably better gamers than me. I just talk a lot of crap. That's why I've got so many subscribers. That's apparently people like you want to talk crap. But anyway, once we get into the 4th level, we will have unlocked some scaffolding. So we'll go ahead, go into our equipment. Again, we should have more than enough money for the equipment. So buy either one, small or medium, doesn't matter which. Once you've bought it and placed it, you will get the new hates achievement. Right, so this gallery took a lot longer than I thought as well, but once you have done the gallery, we will then move on to level 5, the most hateful level in the entirety of the game, and you will see why. But once we do begin here on the bridge level, level 5, go directly and immediately to your left, you'll see a little rock, you'll move that rock, and you'll pick up these are where we're going to get the final 3 letters. Here is the 5th letter. And then from directly across, so if we basically turn to our right, you can see this little bunch of rock faces, rock cliffs, all good stuff's happening. Climb up onto this rock, and then if you sort of look at the rock directly in front of you, you should be able to jump up, grab the next cash stack, and then make your way around to the right, give yourself a little jump over, where we can find the final secret. Oh, sorry, there's only 2 letters on this level. The 2 secrets, 2 letters. But that is the final secret of the game. The next level has the final letter. So, just climb up onto the bridge. You should be absolutely fine. Now, in previous iterations of the game, there was more beams that we could cross over. But I'm wondering if the developers had actually... Because the bridge already takes so long, whether they actually took it out. So, if they've left the cash stack there, go ahead, pop out your large scaffolding just underneath the cash stack. And it's mad that they took out the beams, but they couldn't move the cash to someone. But it's all good. You should actually unlock the achievement here. If you didn't, don't worry. You could just replay the levels on each part later on to grab that achievement. So don't worry if it doesn't unlock just now. Now, big thing to make things a lot easier. If you go into the start menu, go to options, put the difficulty level to all the way to the left. Now, this helps like you wouldn't even be able to believe. Because with the difficulty level all the way over to the right, basically it means you would have to spray paint every single more or less particular part. But with the difficulty level sprayed down, there's a bit of leeway in it, so it's not too bad. Now, about 10 to 15 minutes during the first level, you will get a message basically saying, mate, why don't you use a cherry picker? You're going to be there for a while. Then it puts you into this little cherry picker bit where you've got to, again, so you've got to do extra work as if you haven't got enough work to bloody do already. So once you have spray painted the cherry picker, again, 3 different colours, because why the hell not? The cherry picker is now available. So we'll continue on with the game. And then it's a simple case of pressing the select button, going to your equipment, and then equipping the cherry picker. And that'll get us the driver's ed achievement. There we go. So we're starting to... Let me just catch my breath. I'm an old man. So once that one has unlocked, finally you should be able to just start now really cracking on. This comes in handy megally, by the way, the cherry picker. But this now, we are basically done with the game. So with the level, so go ahead, finish unmasking, and you will get the expert achievement. Now this genuinely is one of the just longest slogs in the game. It wasn't a very pleasant experience. But hopefully with the difficulty levels and other things that I've shown you, hopefully you got that done as quick as you can. For me, that was a long 2 hours and 45 minutes of completing that level. Anyway, we come up now to the final level, Zackbot. Now, this one isn't nearly as bad as the bridge, but it's still a bit of a pain in the ass. But what we're going to do, nice robot barrels, dude. But from here, immediately go to your right and to the barrels opposite, on the opposite end of the room, where we're going to find the last letter. Oh, in fact, it's the opposite. It's the other side. It's to the left butt cheek of the robot. Sorry, that's what I'm looking for. So, pick up that last letter. I think we could be great together. Hopefully yours, Doris. Boris. Come back. Wait, Doris. You didn't show me your surprise. Right, so that is that. So, you will just need to crack on. Now, obviously, if you can, go ahead and buy all the equipment that you can. We won't be able to get it until after we complete this level anyway. But go ahead, buy all of the equipment that you possibly can. There is an achievement for fully equipping and basically buying everything. But once you have finally done Zach Bot, then, again, it takes nowhere near as long as the annoying as bridge hole. What I do? Just over an hour, so yeah, not too bad. But once that one is done, you will get the Mission Accomplished achievement for basically completing the game. So let's go ahead and grab the last final couple of achievements here. So we go straight into Career, go into Completed, and then just put the first one in. Really doesn't matter which one you go on to. But pop in the wheels. And then what we should be able to do now is buy our final 2. Now, I didn't end up buying the wood at all through the game. I don't know. I didn't need it at all. But if we buy the trampoline, jump on it, that'll get us the Accidents Happen achievement. And when they say accidents happen, it means pee in your pants. So you just peed your pants on the trampoline. Unlucky. No, we've all done it twice. Maybe 7 times. Maybe you still pee the bed sometimes because of dreams. It happens. Now, if you are wondering why you didn't get a Shopaholic achievement, maybe it's because I didn't buy the piece of wood. Because I really feel like we didn't need it through the game, as it turns out. So, yep, just make sure then that everything says owned on it. And obviously, if something doesn't say owned on it, make sure to buy it. And again, if you don't get all the achievements here, go ahead and buy all the attachments for the spray painting nozzles and stuff as well. Otherwise, you should be good to grab all that. So now, you should have, if you got the cash grab achievement earlier, you should now get the platinum achievement as well for completing all of the achievements. If not, like I said, come back into, that's why I picked this first level, and we're just going to pick up the cash stacks again. Now for me, the achievement did unlock here, but again, if it doesn't, grab these 2, go back into the bridge level, and then pick up the next 2 cash stacks in the bridge level as well. And then hopefully that should work for you. But otherwise, we're all good, all done. Again, it should take around maybe 7 to 8 hours in order to get the game done, but that's it. So, we've completed the journey, another simulator game done. So, yes, thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. I will leave you with this lovely little scene, actually. I'll see you with the next one. Big love.